does both and do have anything less than flower water to pour into my spinal ladder. I shank my sheets each night with knives of shite. Papla!
I can't believe we scan these new types of cars a lot, which is not like a big part of it, but like, how could mom do that? Do all those innocent people? I'm sorry, I'm lactose intolerant, so there goes the dairy hood.
Unstable savage. How do I even manage when I ravage all your farmland and established I'm the Mac Daddy for all this cabbage and ravage encampment spring up round my pant ledge because vegetation wants in my damn panties. I'm scantily scundulous. I love Fergan Ruderbeger. Oh my goodness! Pounding out a towel in the morning, faces. What's your diagonal, sis? A kitty corner sororial civvy? Bibby Burby like a spool fork tang! Nothing but a burn wedge of babby cabbage would salvage my savage radish. Fire pluck and sneeze allotment, tiny sore or no, you'll soar through the flare! Like nothing but air is where you was there, eh? Oh!
I never investigated the guy my dead aunt said was one of her murderers. But I couldn't hear her too well because so down deep at the bottom of the well did she dwell at that time, Your Honor.
I don't know how all that money could run away from me like that when I flew open to the Rooster garage door and out popped the hands of the people we had cribbed, and they weren't even very good cry BS. They just rocked all wrong, and it was bad for the baby trumpet. Heating up guac never worked right until I tried Pregnancy Tremulator 6. The world's cutting edge commitment to getting on-wanded for those times when you want a snappy chip with a dip with some kick.
He hither and no and beat the laser like a brandywine bread bottle, brittle breading babies and swig winters and slung out slugs, slagging off its Mort Crandee with the olds and the news on the city 66.
Craddling Crittenden, failing our foil, we take to root when we scoot deep in the soil. Boiled in hardware and harmed with a glaive, I'll warrant your worsted failure, young knave.
We laddered up the adders, little lasses, and gave the asps their lashings to wash their serpent sins into the shine hills of the head feet.
Ripping hair plug pasta out of nail gun sutures and railgun futures. We cradled an infancy of time in the cat's eye mind of the womb of souls. D. Dales at Swever.
A raging cart before that horse is tantamount to murderous scandalousness with a side of beef-derived mammalian growth hormone. I like snippy tones and clones of eagles that feast on moo bones. Yup, yeppers, good, better, betters, bladders, beaver, crisp.
Dip my puppet, we reign on the same lane in the forest lane where Miss Lady Goldaflox got her brain hinge munched by cabbage bears and Keebler bells and honey grace wicks all in a bowl.
Heart shaker Jill and follow brother and tower handle and puddle prodding dingle donkeys and donkets with whisk does have to have therefore at which have only does do.
We spoke again last Saturday last, and it burnt summit might peculiar, powerful fierce.
Clone sheep wars. Dolly over to the left and check out the rest of this paddock of pigs. They are all clones of your mum, and I lane with a very one, and only some of on 'em any fun. I doubt your uncon mum had a very good run before I ensured she was done with a bit of hitting.
Leak, which is less loudy than sewage, less buffy than spinach, less fidget than flibby gibbet, like a miscreant midsit who fits in, they're so delinquent at being infrequently sociable, distinctively vaudeville, offering hearing, pay a lot, pay off, payoffable, fully bribe payable, right?
Let me letterbox, strive to shape the night into little beams of light, square waves of photonic delight, and when it burns through your eyes, I will be kind and rewind, because I just wrecked your retina like I was renting. Anybody dangles puppets, loves to stuff a muffin in their tuffet, but we trifle with the strumpet too lightly, and she bumps it to 90 on the off-ramp, and we all dance, and the Pulitzer Prize goes to bad not being nude without his on.
Keep crimping at me in the night when the light isn't right to see because it's not as bright as me, because you need to be waking up early to have a crack at me when it's crimping pie time. So go fuck a beef, muff dive a sheep, you're dumb and weak. Do have a bread butter barrier we could link our spatula firmware upgrade with. I've got a job for my Ernclee in Buffalo, but he's dead and I need a 50 fixed bus ticket to Casanova if I'm gonna bring him back to life.
Boarded turkeys have shoveled night owls for unknown centuries of God, but now a local hygienic retirement fund is a molten duck carcass ass frassicassin next at live BNNNNNNN.
Let me letterbox, strive to shape the night into little beams of light, square waves of photonic delight, and when it burns through your eyes, I will be kind and rewind, because I just wrecked your retina like I was renting them.
tome crystals are hopping off in our new chamber challenge, starting with Bad Scary Lady Guy and Bad Evil Guy tonsil breakage. I had clones coming out of my tubes. The poor breading. Only a shavers would slap so silently. Snap!
Unstable savage. How do I even manage when I ravage all your farmland and establish I'm the Mac Daddy for all this cabbage and radish encampment spring up around my pant ledge because vegetation wants in my damn panties? I'm scandally scundulous. I love Fergan Rooterbeager. Oh my goop! Leakage is less loudy than sewage, less buffy than spinach, less fidget than flibbit gibbet, like a miscreant midsift who fits in there so delinquent at being infrequently sociable, distinct utile votive offering, payola, payoff, payoffable, fully bribable, unstable savage. How do I even manage when I ravage all your farmland and establish that I'm the Mac Daddy for all this cabbaging and radish cannon spring up around my pant legs because vegetata wants in my damn panics? I'm scandally scundulous. I love Fergan Rooterbeager. Oh my goodness!